Dear. Let's go. We go mid. We go that mid though. I jungle. There you go. Double ADC. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. What's up, Banana Slinger? Do y'all thing. Do y'all thing, yo. Should we Kwong it? Should we Goobus? We can Poseidon. We haven't Poseidon in a long time. We can bow. Bow's always good. Bow's always good. Hades. Isis. We haven't done an Isis. Should we do an Isis? Isis, Goobus, Hades, Poseidon. See a lot of Isis.
Isis.
Ba-boom! Ba-boom! We got that Isis though. You're gonna Agni Ra and Apollo. Ra's gonna do solo lane Agni in the mid lane. Apollo for the Hunter. Shibalonke doesn't know that he's not the only ADC. This is gonna be an issue. Who is what is Dekar gonna do? Dekar wants solo. Okay. Ratch here might just do whatever it is that he wants to do. We might have two ADCs unless Banana wants to, Dekar called solo. That fight over support tank. Aw, good guy Hinamaru. Picking Sobek. Good guy Hinamaru. Unless he's picking it for Banana Slinger, I don't know. That awkward solo ranked. The tough times that is ensued here in the picky stage. Hercules for jungle, I suppose. Unless they want to do raw support and then pick a jungle. Don't really know what they want to do here. Strange picks all around. Strange picks. Why so many strange picks? Why? Why? Why they do this? Why they do this? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Don't get it. Emir jungle? Hercules, Emir, Ra, Apollo, Agni. They could do Emir solo, Hercules jungle. They could do Hercules solo, Emir jungle. They could do Emir, Apollo, Ra solo, Hercules jungle. They actually have a lot of pretty equivalent options there for the enemy team. We're going to go with Tyr, which is going to be our solo laner. Shibalonke, Sobek. CEO swaps, Mercury's there. I guess they're just gonna keep as is. And again, across the way, they could do a lot of different things there. I suspect Emir and Apollo to go together, since Emir was last picked. Ra can solo and Hercules can jungle, and then Agni in the mid lane is what I suspect. Just based on the fact that we're playing a league match, which is solo queue, and the progression of the picks that happen there, just kind of putting things into perspective. We're going to have Tyr solo, Shibalonke Sobek in the long lane. Shibalonke Sobek is actually a pretty aggressive lane that tends to work out really well. Isis in the mid lane, and then Mercury in the jungle. Let's see what we have here. Maybe, actually. I don't know. It could be a beer in the jungle. Lord Vako is going to come out here. And Agni played a really good Agni last match, so I got my work cut out for me. See if I can't beat him in this duel of the middle lanes. Gotta get out to the other side of the deck, Mato Diaz! I don't know what that was. I do know what that was. That was awesome. That was awesome is what that was. You know it was. Don't act like it wasn't. Don't act like it wasn't. How many kills they have? I guess they have the assists of champions. D8. Who are we waiting on? Shibalanke, that's scary. So Shibalanke is a slow loader. Hopefully he just has a slow computer and doesn't have a bad connection. Because both those could be the cause for this, and I do not want to have a Shibalanke who just lags out and leaves. Because that would be awful. Just absolutely awful. Is he going to make it in? Looks like he actually made it in. Sweet! Alright, Isis mid. Isis is a mage. She has mid-range attacks usually. Very strong clear, but has a tough time against gods that can interrupt her. She relies heavily on her Wing Gust. I think one of Isis's worst matchups is Hevo. Every time you go for a Wing Gust, he'll just water spout you up, and of course the burst damage that follows up is pretty strong. And Isis generally can't sit too far back, throwing out spirit balls and whatnot, so usually tends to be a bad matchup for her, but Agni's not that bad. It generally tends to be who can play the lane the best between Isis and Agni. Agni, if he gets aggressive, goes for dashes. Isis can shut him down with spirit balls. Lots of balls. Isis likes balls. As far as skill progression goes, you generally want to max out your 1 first, then your 2, then your 3 last, and putting points in your ultimate whenever you can. You can activate your ultimate as soon as it hits the ground. What happens is the ultimate is magic damage when it pops, and scales up as it absorbs damage, as damage occurs on top of it, but you can pop it right away for the base damage that's on it, and then get some damage if you need to finish someone off, or get some damage on top of that, so something to keep in mind. I may see me coming over here. I'm running around because I want to make sure that I catch anybody. A great ward here from Sobek. Hinamaru is going to play a really strong Sobek here, which should help out a lot. Ratchet here didn't actually lag out, so things are looking good overall. Minions have spawned. So Agni versus Isis. No idea what they're going to go with just yet. Tag. I'm actually going to stack these up and just go. The experience in gold from the damage buff is actually really nice. The blue buff as well, but the jungler's not here, and I'd honestly rather just have a push. He's actually going to dash. I'm going to step to the side a little bit. There's a very strange dash, actually. So things are starting to shorten up. Looks like it's going to be Apollo Amir in the right lane, which puts Ra in the solo lane and Hercules in the jungle, I suspect. As it was prior. As I stated prior, anyway. Looks like they're doing the blue buff on the left side, which they may be late for. Stacking these up. That dash. He wants it. Yeah, Ra and Hercules jungle. So exactly what I suspected. And it's going to be that. Hercules isn't really that great of a ganker for the mid lane. And of course I can always silence him or avoid his rock. But it could be enough. I mean, if Agni gets aggressive, it could work out for them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stack these up a bit. I'm going to throw out the ball. I'm going to go through here. There's the interruption I was talking about, but... timer was off. It was literally like a split second more. He knows better. Well played. He's gonna dash right away. Good hit. That was a really good stun. That was a perfect stun, actually. I missed my stun just because he kept him in place. I didn't think he'd land that special delivery so quickly. But that's going to be good enough. You know, like I always talk about, forcing an opponent out of the lane is very, very close to getting a kill in the current meta, just because the snowball mechanics are so low right now. So the fact that you force him down and you can get some wiggle room to get side camps or get buffs or push around, it's something that really does pay off. So Agni's going to miss out on a full wave of golden experience. He's going to get forced back. I'm going to get further and further ahead of him, and that will pay out to a kill later on. That was a botched ball, but it got very, very close. So in case Hercules is still hanging out, I'm actually going to walk all the way back to my tower and back here, but I just pushed the wave up, which is great. In fact, I'm going to be the second most farmed in the game. Apollo is at 2-0 right now. That's a little terrifying. Just a little bit. I'm going to get some magic defense here instead. I'm going to get 2 wards and 2 mana, and we'll head out here. Wing Gust does give you movement speed. 25% on that one, so I'll be able to use that to get out of the well faster and get back to lane before Agni throws waves at my tower, which is going to do. I'm going to lose a little bit of golden experience here, but I'm not going to have to buy a teleport, which is great. The further the ball travels, the more damage it does, so I'm going to shoot this out here and try and clear that out. That should be good enough. Just going to ignore him and go for the stack. So what I did there is I silenced. I heard the Mercury behind me. I saw him on the mid-map. I knew he was coming, so what I did is I threw that out just to see if I can't silence him so he has enough time to use Sonic Boom, which of course he did, and that will keep him in place long enough. Shibboleth Ultimate will allow me to kind of just sit here and do my dirt. I'll take 1 tower shot, but it's not really that big of a deal. Right side camp is up, and pick this up. But again, there, right at the front of that, I ended up throwing the silence out, making sure that he didn't have a dash available. As soon as the Sonic Boom came out, Special Delivery came out right thereafter, and that was a free kill. Textbook. Textbook kill, I would say. Ymir coming to the mid lane, and the Apollo is as well. Good stun from the Agni. So, that's unfortunate. I did the best I could with that one, but with the global that Apollo has in the dive tower, hopefully they're able to grab someone. It looks like Apollo's just going to get out fine. So that was just a really good reaction from Agni, and what that tells me is that there's a ward on this right side. The fact that he was able to land that as it was coming back in the lane means that he has warded the front side of that the side of the map, which of course would be his front left. So now that I know that that's warded, I'm going to stay away from that side if I possibly can. You always want to pay attention to that. If someone does something that feels a little bit unnatural, the fact that they knew you were there, or they're able to land skill shots from over walls or out of line of sight, it means it's warded, and you have to be careful of that and take note of it. I'm not going to spend the money to counter it. It's not really worth my time or my money, but it definitely is something to keep in mind. Make sure that goes to me.
An ally has been slain. Enemy missing right.
That counter though. That counter though. So Hercules not that big of an impression here, but Apollo's absolutely dominating my right side lane, which is unfortunate. That's going to make things challenging for me, especially since he's free to roam around as much as he wants. That's the effect that you saw there, where both Ymir and Apollo rotate to the mid lane. Hercules is actually behind me. They're waiting for initiation.
Careful middle. Enemy missing.
Oh my god, dude. Seriously, what is this? What the heck is this, dude?
An enemy has been slain. Your middle tower is under attack. Your right tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
They're kind of screwing us over here with that. Looks like I might need Bee's Aegis. I can do blink. Nah, probably just Bee's Aegis. I'll be able to react to it, I think, on the outside. But I mean, you can't. There's not a whole lot you can do if they do 4 or 5 man ganks. You see, I dealt pretty well with 3. 4 was a little bit too much, especially since it was a mirror. The slow and the stun was way too much for me to deal with, and that was just going to be a kill. So that's the second time that I've had a 4-man gank in my lane, and with Isis isn't very good at dealing with that. You're kind of feeling the Hebo effect right now. Hebo was very popular and competitive. He still is. The problem with Hebo is he's kind of in the same boat as ISIS. Is if people want to group up and kill you, you're not really well equipped to deal with it. You can you know, group yourself up properly, position yourself well, overall play passively. But if they want to come gank you, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. You're not Agni, you don't have dash, you don't have Poseidon, you don't have a big ultimate. I thought he was gonna do special delivery. I used the special delivery already. That's the part. Looks like he missed that. Mid tower's gonna be pushed up here. Damage buff is available. He's gonna go into the right side of the jungle, so I'm gonna ward that same side so I know exactly where he's going. I'm gonna stack this up here. Try and use the Spirit Ball on it if I can. As you can see with the Agni, the fact that he's interrupting my Wing Gust on cooldown, it makes it challenging for me to lane, and it's one of the biggest pitfalls of ISIS overall is the fact that, you know, if someone wants to interrupt your Wing Gust, it makes it challenging for you to push the wave. You rely heavily on that Wing Gust to get anything done, and if you don't get it, it makes it really, really hard. Like I said, Hebo is one of those matchups for ISIS. It's challenging because Water Spout, it's really easy to just counter the Wing Gust itself. Agni Stun a little bit more challenging because it requires two abilities and you have to land them both properly, but they're actually counter warding. That's interesting.
An ally has been slain.
My God, dude.
Incoming right.
Oh, Tyr's gonna get greedy. Don't do it, Tyr. Not gonna get that one. Push the mid lane up.
I'm returning left lane.
He's got some meteors here, so I'm actually gonna back off this one. Let it come back to my tower. Once it does, we go for Wing Gust, where he can't really get me. And we'll head back.
Enemy missing middle.
And they finish off the Focus Void Stone. The Focus Void Stone is keeping me alive with Amir rotations. You know, with should end up going here for beads. I need the ward, but again, I just need defensive because they're just all up in my lane, and maybe able to use my abilities as often as I possibly can. In fact, I might even go for Shoes of Focus here just to prevent the inevitable long engagement. Amir's hanging out behind me. As far as the gold goes, we're only behind about 1200, so it's really not that big of a deal. We're really relying on Shivalanka to keep up, and he's not. Pretty low there, actually. But not too bad. I mean, it's not like super, super duper under, but...
An enemy has been slain.
Hercules is going to go down. Great pick.
Turning to base.
Right lane's going to be pushed up. Just looking for gold wherever I can get it. There isn't really anywhere for me to go specifically. I can go try and gank something. Looks like Ra's going to go down as well. Good picks. Good picks. Good picks. Good picks.
Your right
Oh, we're going to get a leave, actually. I don't know if that was a rage quit, because he left after he died, which usually indicates a rage quit, but it could also mean that he was lagging out. There's the stuns. Now I have no worries about him interrupting me. Ooh. I'm going to go around just in case he's got some jungler on him.
is under attack.
Always a good practice.
Retreat middle lane. Retreat middle lane.
That's rude. That's also rude. So it's there. Shivalanka ultimate. She's going to buy some time. Don't know if they're going to want to go for this or not. Looks like they're not. So that's good. That is good.
An enemy. Retreat.
Looks like he's actually out of meteors right now. No damage. Hercules in the left lane. We're doing good.
Enemies have returned left. Enemies in the junk base.
There's that. Playing it safe. Getting as much gold as I can. Farming up as much as I possibly can. 5,800 to Agni's 4,900. In fact, I'm actually 1,000 gold ahead of Agni, just about, which is a really, really big win. It's going to come from these side camps. That shouldn't kill it, but this will. I'm always going to get one of them with basic attack. Yeah, going for it. Just choose a focus. So that's really, really good, the fact that I'm ahead of Agni by that much. Cool thing about Isis, though.
Enemies incoming middle.
Hi.
Your right tower is under attack. Bring it on. Enemy missing left.
Whew. Raz here. Apollo! I have no mana left. Can you get it? Not gonna have the range since he dashed. If he didn't dash, I'd have enough range, but I'm not gonna get it. Let's wave out, push the mid tower. Always good to push before you leave. That's one of the biggest mechanics about laning, is you want to push the tower before you leave so that you have time to leave. Side camps yet again. Always good. Hand of the gods. Now I'm at 64.60, and Agni's sitting at 54, so I'm about 1,000 gold ahead of Agni right now, which is good. Which is good. I'm gonna go for this CDR because I desperately need it. One ward. Yeah, mana potion. Oh, there we go. Another ward. Not gonna be able to get an active item. I really need one, but I'm not gonna get it. He's gonna push it up pretty heavily here, pretty quickly. Lose a little bit of gold, but again, I have a pretty big lead on him. We're ahead in the gold charts right now. 8, 8, and 15 versus 8, 8, and 12 means we have 3 more assists. We have been a little bit more efficient and a little bit more together, which is surprising given the fact that they 4- and 5-man ganked me in the mid lane. So, very interesting. There's the damage increase. Gonna ward up this here. Hi, buddy. Oh, well played. Okay, okay. My name's Amir. Oh my god, dude! Every time, man. Every frickin' time. Let's get that and that, because they're not gonna let up. Not gonna let up. Oh boy. Ymir is here. Yeah, the biggest thing, guys, and I preach this, I've been preaching this probably since I was born and came out of the womb, but if the enemy gods leave your lane for any reason, you have 2 choices. Don't die. But you have 2 choices. Push the lane in their absence, or follow them and make it wherever they go, you equal the numbers. Those are your only options when people leave your lane. If you don't do that, you're doing a team a disservice. You're giving the enemy team a free gank with no downfalls at all, and that's an issue. Agni's left, Apollo's right. Actually, have some time to push this tower. I'm gonna rotate over here.
Ultimate is ready.
Apollo's going hard. He has an ultimate though, so that's important. I would ult here, but there's no need. He's pretty much just dead no matter what we do. Wait for the dash. He's gonna dash that way. Interesting.
An enemy has been slain.
Some damage there. We actually push this tower now. We have plenty of wards in the jungle. I placed down my ward because the purple ward was about to go out. That tower tank. Push it. Yeah.
Retreat.
Don't get greedy. Cold Fear's available. There's a blue buff down there, which I actually might go for. Given the fact that I'm too far away and it's been down, I doubt I'll get there in time, though. He's going to clear these out. I'm not going to get there in time. Sobek might get it. Wow, I guess it is fresh. Now there's a blue buff right there. That push. Do you have a golden bow now? Yes, he does.
Retreat.
Apollo. Good Shivalonki ultimate. That was a really good one.
Retreat middle lane. An ally has been slain. Your middle tower is under attack. Get behind me.
Them rotations, though. Those heals are actually really, really strong. Woo, no! Okay. Oh! God dang it, dude. That distance. That distance, man. Let's go here. Gonna need it. Gonna need it. Got the audio. We just don't have the damage, man. Don't have the damage that they do. Surprisingly enough, I mean, Apollo's just super fat. None of us can really... Actually, Mercury's pretty fat as well. Doesn't really have... I mean, we need a front line. Is the other issue. I don't know, that was just a very extended engagement, and the heal that we had is really, really tough. Should have used my 7. Should have used my 7. So picking this up for the Apollo, the Hercules, and the CDR and extra mana. Then this will cap out my CDR. I'll be able to use Spirit Balls out the bum. Tons and tons of gusts. Lots of silences, and of course my ultimate on a very, very short cooldown, so I'll be able to do that. But yeah, the Apollo is just out of control right now. 10 and 2. Shibalonke having a tough time, it seems. But he's keeping up in farm, that's good. For the most part. That shouldn't have stunned me.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has come. Enemy missing right. Enemy missing left. An ally has been slain. Your right tower is under attack. Incoming middle. Incoming middle.
I will protect you. Be quiet.
Paul's gonna go up, which is the problem. There's a Frost Breath. Just go away, dude! Move! God! Meanwhile, in left lane, I'm gonna go back before he even ults, which he could. Oh, another tower. Where is everyone, man? There's Shibalonke again. I might play Hunter next game. Oh, there's an ult. See if we can't come mid. He's gonna dive it. He's gonna get it too. Has Serenade duration. Mercury? No? Okay. Whew. They're gonna go for it. I don't know if we can get this. Oh, he's gonna go for it. Ah, 14 and 2 and he leaves. Xbalanque, please. Please, Xbalanque, please. The problem is in the right lane they ended up winning so hard that they could constantly push up to the enemy, to our tower, and then leave the lane for long periods of time, which allowed them to come to mid lane and 4 and 5 man gank me. And even though I absolutely stomped the Agni 0 and 5, he ended up getting 12 assists because he's just around for all the teamfight victories they're getting. And unfortunately enough, Xbalanque is going to give a lot of kills and gold to Apollo, and then he's just going to leave, which is, I mean, I'd rather him just leave in the beginning than do that. But this is the situation we're in. I mean, I've made a few mistakes so far, probably about 2 or 3, but at this point, this is a challenge. This is a serious challenge. The breastplate will help. It won't save me, but it will help. Got some juggle buffs to kill. They got Gold Fury, which is unfortunate. Emir has hit saturation point. In fact, because he's been in so many kills, he's actually at 2 items now. So Emir is beyond saturation. He's very, very farmed for a support. That makes things challenging. In fact, he's not really going to be killable.
Enemies incoming middle. On my way.
Jesus Christ, dude! Ah, Tyr! What are you doing? Yeah, man. If he goes down 2, it's just not going to be worth. Oh my god. All that time spent pushing the jungle and doing nothing, and then he comes late and dies. If it's to the point, guys, where it's past, 25 minutes and they're pushing to tier 2 tower, you have to be there for a tier 2 tower defense. You can't lose team fights on a tier 2 tower. It's just going to be too much of a downward spiral, and at this point, we're nearing 10,000 gold behind. Can't win a good team fight. Apollo's out of control, and we have 45. So this is looking like it's a quick F6. I don't like F6ing league games, but it's looking like the situation we're in here. Jesus Christ. That damage, dude. That damage. Yeah, this is over. No Phoenixes left.
Your left Phoenix has been destroyed. Your middle is under attack.
Oh yeah, get that Hercules. Oh girl. Oh girl.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, getting some kills, but that's gonna be a surrender.
Good game.
And they just, Xbalanque just fed super hard. Well played by Trainwreck though. Trainwreck is a very good Apollo player, so can't take any credit away from him. Just, I don't like these kind of losses where people just leave. I feel like if I'm playing a league match, I should have a certain amount of expectation. Yeah, Tyr was really late to all the engagements. Xbalanque wasn't at any engagements at all, and then ended up leaving the game, which is unfortunate. We did the best we could. We had some damage out. 16,000 here. I barely tied the Agni there, a little bit behind. The raw Hercules wasn't really much of a problem. It was just the Apollo here. Apollo just absolutely shutting down the Shibboleth, and then he left, and then that was just too much gold overall. And then I couldn't get off the ground. I mean, I was winning really hard in the mid lane, but then the 4 and 5 man ganks was enough to shut me down. So they were winning 2 lanes at once, effectively. So that is just going to be a continuation of the Bronze Bucket Blues as we close out this chapter, and hopefully, eventually, we escape the destruction, the sorrow, the sadness, the overall melancholy that is the Bronze Bucket, where you get leaves and people that play characters they don't know how to play. But that's it. That is it.